The Multiverse tournament is right around the corner, and you're probably wondering, what are the rules of the tournament? What is the motive behind even having a tournament, and what is the prize for the winner? To help me answer these questions, I'm bringing my good friend Geekdom101 to the channel. So Geekdom101, welcome back.
Hello, I'm happy to be here on Anime Live Reactions. Is this live right now? Are we live?
We're recording live. Yeah, we're recording. We're not live.
But this is not a live video, though.
It's not a live video. Nope.
Okay.
Not a live video.
So that goes against your name. This is anime tape reactions. How about that?
Anime
for this video.
Yo guys, you need to check this guy out on his YouTube channel. Definitely follow him if you want to be the first person to get access to the news, some of the upcoming leaks for Dragon Ball Super, especially with the tournament coming right up. But let's talk about this. Starting off with, what is the motive for having this tournament? It seems like the Omni King is hosting it, but through the Grand Prix. The Grand Prix is pretty prominent in the trailer. So what do you think is the motive behind hosting this tournament? What is the end goal?
I think, okay, I don't know. Good question. I think that's going to be part of the mystery behind this arc, because I do believe, and I'm going to make a prediction on this, I do believe this arc will segue into another arc. So when the tournament ends, it's going to go right into the next arc, I think. I think that there's sinister motives going on. I think the Omni King just wants to be entertained. That was the original reason as to why the tournament happened. But there may be a sinister motive. I know some people have done videos, including me, about the possibility of the Great Priest possibly being behind all this. I just feel it's very morbid and very dark to have the Omni King destroy your universe if you lose. You know what I mean? That's just trippy that so many lives are going to be killed over a senseless tournament. It just seems very sinister to me. Like, that's not something that you can hop on board with. It's just not.
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense. And I'm wondering how Wiz, well, we know how Beer is going to react, but Wiz being an angel, how is he going to react? And it's just going to be very interesting.
His sister might die, dude.
Right? His own sister. I mean,
Beerus's brother?
Yeah, very, very weird. I don't quite know what I agree with you 100% that the Omni King just wants to be entertained at this point. That's his original. He just wants to be entertained. But the Grand Priest, whether he's doing it for another motive or whether he's just doing it because he was told to organize this, I think that's a little bit too easy. I do agree with you that there might be some sort of hidden agenda or sinister motive behind it. But now let's talk about...
It just seems sinister, yeah.
It seems sinister. But now let's talk about what the prize would be for the winner. We know that the loser is going to get their whole universe destroyed. Just gone. But what would be the ultimate prize for the winner? We know in previous tournaments, the prize has been money, you know, but that's not going to hold here. So what would be, in your opinion, if you were the writer, what would be a great prize for the winner?
Well, I can tell you what it's going to be without even going into my own idea. It's going to be survival. It's called the Universe Survival Arc. The prize is that you don't die. That is your prize. You get to keep existing. And that's pretty much going to be it. You have to fight and keep existing.
Man, that is tough.
I really believe that to be the case.
Not even a box to be able to travel between universes like you had in Universe 6.
Why would you travel between universes if they're all destroyed, bro? Why would you need that if he's gonna destroy the other freaking 11 of them?
Right.
You know, that's what I'm saying. It's survival. You have to survive, and that's it. That's why Gohan's fighting, 17's fighting, because now it's about living and continuing to live. Just watch the speech from Independence Day from the president, and you'll understand. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what we're gonna get here.
That's what we got. That is very sinister. I mean, you guys might think it's a little bit of BS, but if you actually think about it, it does make a lot of sense. You're dealing with the Omni King, and survival is, I mean, that's a great prize for winning the tournament. If I was a writer, in addition to it, I would pretty much allow the winner to get a free wish from the Super Dragon Balls. That's kind of one of the, if I was the writer, I think that would be like a nice little token. But a lot of people wouldn't even know about the Super Dragon Balls. Most people from the multiverse, especially the mortals, they wouldn't know what that is, so they would have to be told. So yeah, I think yours is definitely it's more realistic, just survival being the.
I think
title.
that's going to be the story, yeah. But of course, there's 2 Omni Kings, so that's going to be an interesting. There's a lot of mysteries about where this is going to go. I'm very curious to see where it goes.
Yeah. So one of the possible theories that I've seen out there is that the fact that they introduced or they have another Omni King was so that they can get rid of one to show us that the Omni King is not immortal. Because right now
that's possible.
That's possible. Our assumption is that he's immortal, being he was able to survive his own attack of destroying a universe. But that hasn't been confirmed whether he is immortal or not.
Yeah, we don't know if he's actually immortal. It's heavily implied that he is.
It's heavily implied. But if you kill the Omni King, that will be problematic. But if you bring another Omni King into the table, or another Zeno-sama, and kill him, then that wouldn't really hurt things. It would just kind of prove a point. But so that would be interesting. But now let's talk about the rules of the tournament. Okay, so what we know is that there are 10 representatives from Universe 7. So we have to assume there's going to be 10 from the other universes as well. We also know it's going to be a team battles. It's not necessarily going to be one-on-one. Now as to what number specifically, we don't know. But what would be how would you approach this if you were the writer in terms of the rules for the tournament?
Well, what I would do, I don't know how I don't know if I would even do it with 10 versus, like, I don't know how to even do that, but I would definitely do what they used to do in the old tournaments of Dragon Ball, which is do the preliminaries. And for those who don't remember, in the old Dragon Ball tournaments, you had to advance to get into the tournament. So they could do preliminary matchups, survival matchups, where whoever gets the highest score, or does like the punching bag thing, the punching machine in the Buu Saga, then you can eliminate, 4 universes, and you're down to 8. And then with those 8, the top 8 get in, right? Top 8, like in MySpace. And then the top 8 that get in, they get to compete in a single elimination tournament, and then you go from there. That would be the simplest way to do it. And yes, I would have weird mixed matchups like the Omni King will set up, like 3-on-3, 5-on-5. It could go on forever. I mean, this thing could go on forever.
Yeah. There's going to be a lot of new character designs that we're going to see. It's definitely going to be very interesting. Now, for some of the rules that we have from the World's Martial Arts Tournament, for example, is if you get ringed out, you have 10 seconds to
I think I know what you're talking about. The 10-second rule is if you get knocked down and they count to 10. That's not ring out. That's when you get knocked down. That's like a technical knockout. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
What I would do is have that rule, but only for the first round, and then as the tournament progresses, modify the rules to where you have to win by knockout, pin or submission, like in pro wrestling. Do that.
So you wouldn't, being that this is the Universe Survival arc, you wouldn't allow killing, or do you think that in order to maximize what Hit can use for his powers, for him not to be able to hold back, do you think that you would allow killing to be done?
I think they have to do it. I do think they have to allow killing, because look, the tournament is going to be ending anyways. So it's one of those things where, the universe is going to get destroyed anyway. So I could totally see them, having to allow killing. I could imagine Hit saying, listen, if you want me to win this thing, to Champa, you better tell the Omni King you want killing, and then maybe Champa can make a political play. I would love it, even though it's going to sound screwed up, but I would love it if this whole arc ends with all the universes getting destroyed, and then, except for 7, and then Goku uses the Super Dragon Balls to wish for none of it to have ever happened, and the entire arc never even happened. Just goes back to where we left off with Trunks.
It makes
there you
sense.
Go. That's horrible. That's a horrible idea. That's a terrible idea. I would not do that, but I mean, it might fix everything.
Well, if they do allow killing, I highly doubted that every single person from the Universe 7 roster will win their fight and will survive. Some of them have to lose and get killed.
Yes.
So that would be a good way to bring them back. I mean, come on, it's a good way to get rid of Master Roshi or Piccolo, or I just want to see that happening. But okay, so we got that out of the way. Now, the other question I have for you, so besides killing being allowed, so now they have Android 17, he's back. Do you think there's gonna be a team up between Android 18 and Android 17?
Has to be. And that's an exciting thing I want to see. I want to see 17 and 18 team up, the brother and sister combo. I want to see 17 team up with Piccolo because they had a hell of a brawl in Dragon Ball Z. I want to see Gohan team up with Piccolo, Gohan team up with his dad. I want to see Gohan and Krillin team up. I want to see 17 and Majin Buu because that's weird. Like, there's a lot of things I want to see, bro. But yes, I do want to see 17, and I think we will see it. I think we will see them do some double team moves that they learned on the playground that we've never seen before.
Oh, it's gonna be so much fun, man. Now, the other thing I want to cover that not too many people have spoken about is the audience. Who is gonna be the audience if there is? So, Universe 6, Universe 7, we had the family members, people close to the fighters, come and watch and be spectators. So now for this tournament, where there's gonna be 12 universes, is there even gonna be an audience? If you were the writer,
Yeah, the audience is going to be the Omni King, bro, and all the celestial beings. It's going to be, if it were me, I would say it's the Omni King. I would say it's going to be Whis, Vados, and I would, of course, broadcast it on GodTube, but to make it more awesome, I'm going to call it God Per View, which means you got to pay per view in the Omniverse of Dragon Ball. You got to pay $59.95 to watch this thing, bro.
Yeah, it's a high price. I mean, it is the multiverse.
Hey, Floyd Mayweather charged $99.95 last year. This is for the fate of the entire realm of existence, bro. Not him fighting some Filipino. You know?
How savage is that? You're watching the tournament on GodTube, and then your universe loses, and then
you're like, oh no, boom.
Very savage. Oh man. And before, as we close this off, just any additional thoughts that you want to add in to the tournament, and any additional things that people may have missed, or any elements that you may add in if you were the writer.
Me, I would just make it a fun tournament with lots of team ups. I mean, honestly, if I was the writer, I would not have gone to this tournament yet. I would have had another arc in between. Because I think this tournament's way too big. I think whatever arc follows this is going to have to be equal on that or bigger. And I don't know how the hell they could even do something like that. So I do believe that it's going to be a long arc, and I would just try to make it as fun as possible with lots of throwbacks and lots of just fun fights. This arc's going to be just fun fights, bro. That's all it's pretty much going to be. So
yeah, I hope
that's
so.
That's what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
And some comedy too, of course. Like maybe have Master Roshi hit on Vados. I don't know. We haven't seen that yet.
We haven't seen that yet. There's a lot of DeviantArt images of Vados out there. But what is also interesting is that I wonder if, and this is just kind of a what if scenario, we don't know this yet, but I wonder if at some point throughout the tournament, right, we have this arc and it gets interrupted by something which kind of needs to put a pause on the tournament, and then once that drama gets resolved, then we go back to the tournament. So it's almost like two arcs.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, I remember one person told me that they wanted Zamasu to get sealed up in the jar, and then later on he comes back. That would have been a cool idea. We've never really seen an arc where we've had a villain come in and then later on, like way later, come back, except maybe Frieza. Like, that's it. We've never really seen something like that. So I would be down for that, where they do like part 2. It would be called like the Universe Survival Arc Part 2 or Phase 2. I'd be cool with that. That's a good idea.
Now, let me ask you for the subs, any major topics that you're going to be covering on your channel sometime soon that they should keep an eye on?
Actually, yes. If you want me to go ahead and promote it, I'm working on a video that needs to be out. Right now, I'm working on it, talking about when did Vegeta unlock Super Saiyan 2. Because there's a lot of misinformation and confusion about this. And it's not the fans' fault. It's just something that it wasn't made clear in the series. And I want to make a video about that. And I've also got a video coming out about Gohan. I've got a few Gohan videos coming out, including how did Gohan achieve SS4 in Dragon Ball Heroes. So there's a lot of there's a lot of stuff I'm working on, bro. I got a video with Masako X from Team 4-Star. We're talking about the dub voices for Frost and Kabe. We're reviewing them. Just there's always something on the channel, man. Almost every day. I can't say every single day, but pretty much every day. I might miss a day or two if I'm sick or something, or if I have nothing to upload, but almost every day there's always something there, you know what I mean?
I'm so hype about it, man. I can't wait to watch it.
And the important thing, just real quick, is that I don't bullshit. You're not gonna get any bullshit from me.
Yeah, it's
you're not gonna get fucking videos with like, you know, will Goku and Vegeta get a new transformation? Will we see this? You're not gonna get into that bullshit. If I speculate, it's gonna be grounded in reality, not fantasy like everybody else likes to do.
Exactly. Guys, definitely check him out if you haven't already, and subscribe to his channel. And I really appreciate you joining us today, Geekdom. Thank you for your time, man. And
I want to talk more about Dragon Ball, so bring me on. It doesn't get old for me.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun, man. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments below what are your thoughts on our theories as if we were writers. And I want to hear your predictions or your theories if you were the writers of the show, and how would you handle it. And please comment below, because I'm actually very excited to see what you guys have to say. And I will see you guys tomorrow.